Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really know you are.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Brittany. I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. And y'all, let's get into it. Last on the list, I gotta say Poodle and Landon. And it's because, like, I really don't like the fact that they were sitting here kind of gagged at everything that was happening when y'all been terrorizing people in the house this whole time. Like, I'm confused. And then what gagged me the most is that Poodle don't sit here and got his jaw broken into a different language, and Landon didn't do shit's not eat. Like, A-Roll was just walking around free. Like, shoot, freaking Island Boy and Sage got Poodle's lick back from them, and you know they had their own issues with A-Raw. He wanted to fight them, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. Poodle and Landon been sitting here terrorizing people. The whole house been jumping everybody. If you fight my man, you gotta fight me. But the person that really whooped your man ass, you didn't want to whoop him, Landon. And it's like I was confused by that, because I was like, oh. And then on top of that, instead of fighting Aura, you go fight Shawty, and then Poodle, he tried to run up on Shawty again, and it's just like, that's not even the person that broke your jaw. Like, why y'all stay coming for Shawty, and y'all need to be turning y'all direction at Aura? Like, don't be mad now because Shawty got a friend in the house, and I think even one of them did say something like, oh, so y'all better get y'all some alliances or friends in the house, because me and my man, we gonna be jumping everyone, and it's just like, nah, now that somebody has a friend, why, like I said, I was confused on why it was a whole bunch of confusion going on, but it's like, Aura did Poodle up, like that was crazy. But like I said, Landon should have got his lick back for his man. Next, I gotta say Sage, because I'm so tired of him literally just playing this bully card with John. Like, it's honestly super annoying. And then on top of that, he said something in his confessional talking about he one of the top 2 or top people in the house. It's like, how you claim you one of the top people in the house, but you also claim you getting bullied? If you was the top person in the house, you wouldn't even be getting quote unquote bullied. You would have been bullying shit. But instead, you sitting here, like I said, Sage is not even top 50 for me. So it's just like, I'm gonna need him to sit down, like, no shade. And then somebody else that I low-key didn't like this episode was Island Boy. And it's like, he said that he was looking out for Landon, but I really do feel like he was just trying to, you know, just start something between Landon, Pootie, and whoever, and like trying to get something to happen between them, because it's just like, you saying that you saw something between Poodle and freaking John. It's like, okay, cool, but it's like, I really don't feel like it's nothing between freaking Pootie and John. Like, I really do feel like Island Boy was just starting rumors, and it's just like, how you quick to jump up for everybody else like Aura and Shawty, but it's like, low-key, Jada had to ask you for that fade. But it's just like him getting up to fight everybody little, but when the person that was his side wanted to keep going back to back with him, like, he didn't want that. And it was just like, I felt like that was kind of weird. 2 people I was like, about, it was like, Noel, he was in the field, but it just gave too scripted, you know? It's like, I get it. He was mad about the whole being left out of the club thing, and he expressed that, he mentioned that, so that part's not fake. But the whole throwing Cozy's bed in the pool thing, you're talking about it was a day later and all that, it's like, you could have did that the second it happened. Like, to me, it just didn't give, like, what's the word that y'all say now? Organic. You know, it just didn't give organic. And then, one person I'm gonna say, too, is John. I like the fact that John tried to explain himself with Sace, and it's like he felt like Sace was messing with him, so you know he had to give him that. But like I said, I did peep how Jada was just like, oh, okay, well, I'll take you for Sace, and then they kind of like just ignored that. I'm not saying John is scared of Jada, but I'm just saying that he know that he heard that man talking about he will take that other man fade for him, and he ain't do shit's naive. So it's just like, I don't know, but it's like, I'm pretty sure he did hear him. I was about to say maybe he didn't hear him, but it's just like, I don't know. It low-key seemed like, you know, he kind of like disregarded that and was just like, oh, I hope he not coming at me. And then I did like a few people this episode. The first person I like is Lynx. Like, Lynx had me cracking up this episode, down to him crying about him jumping on the mattress, him talking about crying for these hard times with the Krishan thing while everybody was fighting. And then I like the fact that, you know, he tried to facilitate this whole thing with John and freaking Sace, because it's just like everybody claimed they tired of it, but when they tried to argue, y'all didn't like it. When they tried to fight, y'all saying they tired of it. So I was like, Lynx, like, are y'all gonna do this? Like, we are all tired of it this out. What he said, help me for these hard times. Oh! Another other person I did like, I would say it's Shawty, because I do feel like Shawty did get landed. I'm so happy that he has a friend in here now, because Shawty been getting taken through there since, you know, since the beginning of time. But yeah, I'm just happy that Shawty got a friend, because it's just like he was getting taken through that. But I will say, those rounds with Landon did not get Shawty this time. Shawty did get Landon this time, so it's like I'm definitely giving him his hands for that. And then top of the list, I gotta say Aura, because you know he came in and shook Ish up completely, and I 100% like that. Okay, like I really low-key feel like he had the house shook, and then I feel like he definitely had everybody shook when he done broke Poodle jaw. I feel like he was even shook that he done broke Poodle jaw. But it's just like I like the fact that Aura came in, he stood on business, he done called stuff out with Say, freaking Island Boy, Landon, Pootie, but Pootie didn't want, but Landon didn't want to fight. So and then at the end it seemed like he getting it with Paris. So I'm just like, ooh, this is what we needed. So it's like, yeah, y'all, bottom of the list, I'm sorry, I gotta say Pootie and Landon, because, you know, one got his jaw broken, and it's like the other one didn't slide for him. And like I said, they've been sliding for each other this whole time, but they ain't slide for each other when it really mattered. So, because it's just like, y'all done low-key jumped Corey for walking past one of y'all done jumped Shawty, y'all been sitting here terrorizing the whole house, talking about how it's boring, y'all want to wake it up, but somebody just came and woke y'all up, and y'all ain't do nothing. It's like y'all wanted to go back to sleep, so it's like I ain't feeling that. Next, like I said, Sace, I'm tired of him playing this whole bully card. It's annoying. With Island Boy, I really just felt like, you know, he was trying to plant a seed that really wasn't there. And then with people, I was like, about, like I said, Noel, he was in the field, but it just didn't come off as, you know, like y'all say, like organic, like, you know. And then with John, I really feel like, I know he heard Jada talking about he would take that fade for Sace, and he ain't do nothing. I was just like, oh, John, what we doing? Not we ducking smoke. And then the three people I like I said, Lynx gave me a key, and Shawty and Aura came in, they stood on business, and they shook Ish up, and I like that. So I'm like, ooh, like we should have had Aura in from the beginning, but he was a good little replacement, bombshell, whatever y'all want to call it. Y'all, I've been watching Love Island, so it's just like, yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this episode, and how y'all feel about the guys in the house who y'all did and did not like. And then y'all, next week it's gonna be Paris and Aura. It's about to be, dang, is people going to the hospital? I don't know. And then Check is trying to be That's So Raven, talking about he see the future. So it's just like, what the hell? I guess we'll see what that's about. So it's like, yeah, y'all, when y'all see it, I'ma see it. I'm gonna be back on here talking again, because who gonna check me? Pootie and Landon. So until the meantime, just make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share all that.